I cheated on my girlfriend because my friends dared me to. That's how I explained it to myself when Tyler and Alan convinced me Lainey was too good for me and I needed to test the waters before I got trapped in something serious. Lainey and I had been together 3 years. She was finishing her nursing degree, working brutal 12-hour night shifts at the hospital, always exhausted but still making time for us. I was bartending at this dive downtown, hanging with my buddies most nights after work, feeling like maybe I was missing out on the single life everyone else seemed to be living. The guys kept saying I was whipped, that Lainey had me on too tight a leash. They'd roll their eyes when I'd leave early to spend time with her, make jokes about how I was already married at 25. During one of our regular poker nights, Tyler dared me to download Tinder and Bumble, just to see if I still had game after being off the market so long. It's not cheating if you're just looking, Alan said, dealing another hand. You need to know what you're giving up before you propose to Nurse Girl. I told myself it was harmless, just curiosity. I'd swipe for a few days, maybe boost my ego, then delete everything and never mention it to Lainey. I matched with Bella within hours. She was everything Lainey wasn't. Bleach blonde hair, party girl energy, always available for late night meetups. No commitments, no responsibilities, just pure fun. The texting started innocent enough, but quickly turned flirty. She'd send photos from clubs, ask what I was doing, complain about being bored. When she asked me out for drinks, I almost said no, but Tyler and Alan kept pushing, just one drink. Lainey will never know. Then I was at Bella's apartment, surrounded by chaos, empty bottles, clothes everywhere, the total opposite of Lainey's neat world. I told myself it was a one-time thing, just to prove a point, but it wasn't tasked. Bella kept texting. I kept going back. For 3 weeks, I lied constantly. I turned my phone face down, scrubbed Bella's perfume off my clothes, deleted texts, and lived in fear of slipping up, all for a fling I never planned on having. Lainey never suspected anything. She was too busy with her clinicals and studying for her final exams before graduation. She'd still make me dinner after her brutal shifts, fall asleep on my shoulder during movies, talk excitedly about finding an apartment together once she graduated and got her RN license. She started leaving little notes in my work bag, telling me she loved me and couldn't wait for our future together. The guilt was eating me alive, but I couldn't stop. Bella represented everything I thought I was missing: spontaneity, excitement, no expectations. With Lainey, everything felt planned, serious, adult. With Bella, I could pretend I was still young and free. My friends thought it was hilarious. They'd ask for updates, rate my lies, suggest new excuses I could use. Tyler even said I should see how long I could keep both relationships going, like it was some kind of game show. Last Friday night, Lainey surprised me at the bar where I work. She'd just finished a particularly rough shift, lost a patient, been yelled at by a doctor, like the usual hospital drama, but she still stopped by to bring me homemade chocolate chip cookies. She'd somehow found time to bake between studying for finals. My coworkers love Lainey. She always asks about their families, remembers their kids' names, brings treats when she visits. She was chatting with my manager about his new grandson when I saw Bella walk through the front door. My blood turned to ice. Bella saw me behind the bar and waved, calling out, "Hey babe, missed you last night," loud enough for the entire restaurant to hear. Lainey's face went completely white. Her hand froze halfway to her mouth with a cookie. Bella realized something was wrong when she saw Lainey's expression, saw me frantically shaking my head. She tried to backtrack, claiming she'd mistaken me for someone else, but it was way too late. The damage was done. Lainey just stared at me across the bar. She carefully set the container of cookies down, grabbed her purse, and walked toward the exit without saying a single word. I couldn't leave my shift, couldn't follow her, could only watch her disappear into the parking lot. I found her 20 minutes later during my break, crying in her car. When I tried to explain about the dare, about peer pressure, about how it didn't mean anything, she looked at me like I was a complete stranger. "You threw away 3 years for a dare?" she whispered, mascara running down her cheeks. "You risked everything we built together because your friends told you to?" That's when I realized how pathetic it sounded, how pathetic I was. She drove away that night, and I haven't heard from her since.